people in Namibia are extremely grateful when they get work, and we are on the other hand extremely grateful when we can supply them with work. This is just some short footage of that happening. So this is our workforce today. Got all the shovels. Lookie, jy gaan daai shovel probeer vandag. 4 new guys there. Lekker. Okay, so we also wanted to do the swale today. One of the spillways, a new spillway. I want to show you. We took this level, took it to where the water ran over the previous time. Now this swale was bent up in theory to make a spillway one day, or to make a spillway, and then we ended up making the spillway on the other side. So we took the water level, took it down to the water level, and we made a level spillway for as far as we can. Behind here it drops off a little bit fast, so we'll probably do one of those spillway ditches. I say fast, but it's also not really that fast. I think it might still be okay. We might just dig a ditch to have the water go that way again, so it's just further away from the road on this side. But I think if we plant this, vegetate this, then this will prevent a lot of the breakouts in the future. So this is our new spillway on our top swale. Right, then I quickly want to show you some of the other things that we did. Somebody asked me why don't I do more African smiles than these planting pits, and I think I must admit I like the African smile a bit more than I like the planting pit. The big benefit about the planting pit is, again, it's small, easy to make, easy to teach, but they fill up fast, so that's the negative thing. Okay, so here we took a lot of soil out here. I wonder why they left the papers on the ground here now. And they lifted this soil up quite a bit, right next to the dam. It's amazing how much this dam dropped. Looks like the water was here this morning. Oh, it's back all the way there already. Yeah, so from there, it's 5 or 10 meters, lifted it up. It's even higher than the rest of the swale now, which is nice. Let me show you the next one. Okay, over here, this guy didn't understand completely what I meant, so he thought he should be digging a hole, but he lifted up basically a good 10 meters here as well. Where it broke, he thought he should be digging a hole, so he made a giant hole. That's okay, that will just become a fertility pit. Okay, let me show you the other ones. While I walk there, Beshy has got a GoFundMe campaign that is launching for Lucas's house, for us to build a new house for Lucas. Now, it will still take a bit of time before we get there, but Beshy felt like it's one of his, you know, something that's close to his heart. He wants to get money together, and he said, if I remember correctly, he said if there's $1,000 that came in, he will match $1,000 as well. So I think that's quite nice of Beshy. I'm speaking under correction, but I think that's what he said. So I'm going to leave that link in the right on top of the description. So if you feel like you want to help with Lucas's house, that would be nice. Okay, just to give you the history of Lucas's house. So we started the project at Lucas's house. I still have some money for that project. Then the municipality came and they said no, this house is built illegally there, and they basically confiscated it. And so we're waiting for Lucas to receive new land. Okay, yeah, the guys didn't understand completely what I said as well. And today was crazy. We had giant flood, obviously, as you know, so many buildings in town got washed away. And So today was damage control in town, both on the properties that we rent out for other people, and then just normal in general maintenance. And then all salaries had to be paid, and all the month-end things had to be done. People had to move in and out of houses. And Mika is still in hospital. Her stomach issues is not solved yet. She seems healthy one moment, and then next moment she's sick again, so they send in some blood for the extra test. I'm sure she'll be okay. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But that took my wife out of the running. My wife is my right hand, and so she was completely, well, not completely, but she was out of the running a big part of the day. And so day was crazy. So this is the swale that normally breaks. So we lifted it up quite a lot higher, made it quite a lot deeper, and I think this time it will hold, definitely. Now, one of my mates from Australia just bought a new place that he's planning to turn into a food forest. He sent me some footage, and want to show you his land. But then he also did the silly thing of challenging us to a dance-off. I'll show you his footage first, and then I'll show you mine, or ours. Food Forest Namibia is obviously going to win. And then I want you to vote in the comments who's you laughed the hardest at. And let's see, let's see who's winning. So type either Brendo or type FFN, Food Forest Namibia, in the comments, and let's see who's the winner.
Alright, gentlemen, happy dance time.
You've got nothing on us. Food Forest Namibia can dance better than anybody else. Watch us. Cause you don't think I know you've done. After the fun and games, we pushed all the guys into Mekon's garden. I think the swales are now healed. Mekon's garden of Aidan. So this will be a ditch running up here. We're just going to straighten those lines a little bit. I'm waiting for more equipment from town. From the swivel pipe, then up all the way to the road over there. This will be a ditch, and then this will be a swale, and then this will be a ditch again over here. I think things are going pretty well. I think if we can dig swales at this speed, we'll dig the whole area, the whole town, in no time at all. Best obviously would have been danger tape, but because we had a flood and I ran around trying to fix buildings this morning, I never had time to buy danger tape to put for these guys, so we had to rely on fish line. It's a little bit more flimsy, a little bit less seenable, but we've got long shovel marking the line out a little bit better so the guys can see it, and then they work up to this line here. So he goes around the fish line, marks it like that, and then they come in the back. They might overstep here and there, or they might understep here and there, but pretty much it will be a straight line. So hier is, this is Fritz. Ja, Fritz, ek maak 'n video. Fritz is very unhappy that we didn't plant potatoes in this ground yet. He's saying potatoes is just the right thing for this ground, and we missed our window. We should have had potatoes in the ground already. So Fritz is a real character. Calls me Obas, which means old master or old sir. Old sir is probably a better description of what directly translated. Old sir. And it's a term of deep respect, what my father used to be called. So I'm old enough now to become an old sir, it looks like. He's a real character. I think he's in Lucas's category of people. So this swale is a little bit wider here because there was already a little bit of a swale here. So it was only supposed to be a meter long, but to get it square we had to go a little bit wider. These walls will fall in eventually, but to tell people to try and ask them to build a tapered wall is very difficult. So trying to get them to do a straight line that you can do. If you want to do the inclined line or a little bit of an angle below, then that becomes almost impossible. So we make the swale and then it will just assume its natural size eventually. And this is where the day comes to an end. This is what we did. This is just over a meter wide swale here, and then a berm, and then just over a meter wide, or just exactly a meter wide swale here. This is now in Mekon's garden, and so this is going to be the end for today. We'll flatten this out and get it level and do all of those nice things. I think we did pretty well for a day. I think if we can do this every day, we'll turn this into one of those Indian water harvesting villages. But my friends, it's going to be the end of my story. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.